Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Janelle and let's get into some makeup. Today's video is going to be another full face makeup tutorial, full face glam. You know we love full face. For eyeshadow, I have the Milani Gilded eyeshadow palette. This is the first time I'm using this. It has been around for a little while, but I wanted to actually dip into this today to see what we could actually create. Alright, so here it's pulled back. I'm going to start by priming with the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Lock Mattifying Primer. Now that that's sunken into my skin, I'm going to go in with my Nars Soft Matte Complete Foundation in the shade Marquises. I absolutely love this foundation. It's a nice, comfortable matte. It is long wearing. And yeah, I just like it. Alright, I'm just blending that out with a Real Techniques sponge. Alright, and look at the coverage on that foundation. It is so beautiful. It is full coverage, and as I said, I absolutely love this. It dries down so beautifully on the skin, and as I said, it is very long wearing. I'm going to conceal and highlight with the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. Alright, and those are the areas that I like to conceal and highlight on the face. While that concealer dries down, I'm going to do a little bit of contouring with the Milani Contour and Highlight Cream Liquid Duo. And I'm using this in the shade 05 Dark Deep. I'm just going to blend that out, making sure to push the contour upwards. We don't want it to be sagging, we want it to be sculpted. Alright, so now that I've contoured, I'm going to go in and blend my concealer out, starting with my chin. And when I'm blending my concealer under my eye, I normally start from on the outside and then just work my way inwards. I find I get the best blend and the best coverage and transition between the concealer and the contour when I work that way. Setting powder is the Laura Mercier translucent powder in the shade Translucent Honey. And I'm just pushing that powder into the concealer. Alright, so I left some powder underneath my eye, down the bridge of my nose. I like to bake those areas. I find the concealer is set best when I actually do that. I'm going to set my face now using the Black Opal True Color. This is the Ultra Matte foundation powder, and I'm using this in the shade 450 Medium Dark. All the products that I use are going to be listed in the description bar for you guys. And we are all set. Time for bronzer, which, as you know, is my favorite, the Juvia's Place bronzer. I use the dark kit and I mix both shades together. And I'm just going over that area where I would have contoured, and I take it around the perimeter of my forehead. We want to bronze that area. We want to look sun-kissed. I'm just going in with the lighter of the two bronzers and just doing some sculpting on my nose. And when I sculpt my nose, as you would have seen, I start from the head of my brow and work that bronzer downwards so that everything blends in nicely to the brow. Just going back in with my powder brush just to soften the area between the bronzer and the highlight that we did on the forehead. Over my nose to soften that, nose contour as well. Because we want everything to look nice and blended. Alright guys, so I did my brows off camera just to save a little bit of time. To prime my lids, I went in with the same Too Faced Born This Way concealer just on the lid to prime, and I set it very lightly with the Laura Mercier translucent powder that I'm baking with. Ignore this. Don't I look so cute baking? It is so silly. Alright, so this is what the Milani Gilded Terra eyeshadow palette looks like. As you can see, we have some greens, we have some purples, some golds, some brown shades in the palette. I think those matte shades are going to work nicely as transition shades. I'm going to start by going into the brown called Slow Burn, that matte shade right there, and use that in my transition area. Now there's a lot of kickback in the pan, but at least it's showing up. Alright, and the brush that I use is a BH Cosmetic number 5 blending brush. I'm going to deepen the crease up by using this darker chocolate brown called Branch Out. And I'm going in with, this is a Morphe M321 Bullet Crease Brush. Alright, so I'm going to go green today. I'm feeling the greens in the palette. There is this green shimmer shade called Sage Advice. And as the name suggests, it's a sage colored shimmer shade. There is so much fallout from that shimmer, and I found that shimmer to be a little dry. It's not giving me the punch that I want. It definitely is not giving me the punch that I want. I'm just going back in with the crease color and just, you know, reblending the outer edge. I'm just going back in with the transition color. For the lower lash line, I'm going in with the dark brown crease color first. Then just going in with the transition color to smoke it out. Alright, Alright, so luckily the fallout dusted away nicely. The green on the lid is not giving me the punch that I want, but it's okay. Alright guys, so I popped some lashes on. Also, while I was popping my lashes on, there's another green shimmer called Like a Moss in the palette. It's a darker green, so I just topped up my lid with that one. That green shimmer Like a Moss, this one is much nicer than the one called Sage Advice. So if you have this palette, or if you're thinking about getting this palette, just keep that in mind. And for my blush, since we have the green going on the eyes, I'm going to go in with a coral blush. I'm using the Palladio matte blush in the shade called Tipsy. This nice corally color. Right, so I can appreciate that I'm looking very powdery. So I'm going to set my face with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Alright, so I'm feeling like some highlighter. I have this Revlon Skin Lights Prismatic highlighter in the shade Gilded Dawn. It is so beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Nice goldy shade. Ooh, this highlighter is so pretty. Look at that. Oh my god. Look at that. This is the first time I'm going in with it. For my lips, I'm going to start by lining my lip with the LA Girl lip liner in the shade Cola. It's a dark brown pencil. Actually, this pencil is like a mix between a brown and a burgundy. It reminds me of Night Moth by MAC. And I want something nude, so I'm going to go in with a Maybelline cream lipstick. This one is in the shade 144 Naked Dare. This is so perfect, so pretty. I absolutely love this shade by Maybelline, and these cream lipsticks feel so good. I'm gonna go in with a gloss because I'm a gloss girl. I love my gloss. This is the Maybelline Lifter Gloss. I'm using this one in the shade 010 Crystal. It's like a gold clear gloss with like some gold reflex in it. And don't sleep on these Maybelline glosses. These lifter glosses, these are so good. Look at the shine. It gives that, you know, high vinyl shine lip that I like. Alright guys, and that is my makeup all done. Hope you had fun hanging out with me while I did my makeup. The Milani Gilded TERRA palette, the mattes in here are nice. I wasn't too impressed with the green shimmer shade called Sage Advice, but the next one, Like a Moss, was okay. I'll play with it some more. It wasn't horrible, but the shimmer wasn't giving me the punch that I normally like. But anyhow, the eye look is still cute. felt like doing something green today. The Revlon Skin Light Prismatic Highlighter. This is the first time that I'm going in with this one, and it is absolutely beautiful on the skin. It's not too shimmery, not glittery, just gives you that nice wet look on the skin, and I absolutely love this. I think this one is better than the Maybelline Master Chrome in terms of highlighter, and I actually like the shade of this one. This one is in that nice gold shade called Gilded Dawn. All right, so that's it, guys. Again, thank you very much for hanging out with me for yet another makeup video. My next video that I'm posting will be on Saturday, so I will see you on Saturday. Leave me a comment, let me know if you like the makeup. You know, I love to hang out with you guys in the actual comments. All right, so until next time, be fabulous, have a fantastic week, and I will see you guys on Saturday. Bye, guys.